Making sure everything is working. And it says public. How's it going? Yeah, that looks good. I think we're ready for action. All right. I have 2 different drinks to try today. I've tried most of these turmeric ones. I think this might be the last one. Pomegranate Cranberry is a very unusual drink. And then I've also got Swoon Green Tea. Both of these are very low calorie. This one's 15, this one's 5. I'll start with the green tea. Here we go. Take a look at this Swoon Green Tea, perfectly sweet according to them. This is 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters for this can. Pretty much a standard pop size. Nutrition facts. We've got 1 can, 355 milliliters, 5 calories, 0 grams of total fat, 5 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of total carbohydrates, 1 gram of dietary fiber, 0 grams of protein. And then it does list calcium, potassium, but it says 0 milligrams, so it's just probably like a trace amount. It also says vitamin C, 20 milligrams, which is 25% of your daily value. And then for the ingredients, we've got brewed green tea, which is filtered water green tea, vegetable fiber, which is the 1 gram of dietary fiber, stevia leaf extract, that is the sweetener in here. So, if you know what stevia is or not, it's one of the more recent sweeteners that is an alternative to sugar. So it's low calorie and claimed to be more natural than the older ones like sucralose. Citric acid, which is going to be some flavor, but also it stabilizes the drink and keeps it shelf stable, as far as I understand it. Natural flavors, natural caffeine from green tea, ascorbic acid, which is the vitamin C, and then also has monk fruit extract for the additional sweetener, but it's lower on the list, so it's going to be less than the stevia. Monk fruit is another one of the more recent sweeteners that is claimed to be more natural. And then it does list the caffeine content, which is 45 milligrams for this can. That's pretty standard for a green tea. It's lower than coffee, no surprise. And then the Swoon Company, or it says made by Swoon in New York, New York. So it's made in New York. All right. I'll show you up close what it looks like. There's the size again. There's the caffeine amount, 45 milligrams. Non-carbonated. Got our nutrition facts. So probably the most interesting thing here is the dietary fiber they put in there. Got a little bit of vitamin C as well. There's the ingredients. Things to take note of, like I said, the stevia and the monk fruit. And also that vegetable fiber. And there's a bit of marketing material if you want to read that. Woman-owned, great source of vitamin C, 45 milligrams of natural caffeine. Cool. Pop this open, try it out. Whoops. It is green tea. I was expecting it to be a little bit darker, but that's green tea, I guess. Yeah. Not sure how strongly brewed this is at this color. Usually white, this would look like white tea. But, yeah, looks okay. Let's do a smell test. Oops. Yeah, I do smell a little bit of the tea and then some sweetness going on. Anyways, this is the Swoon Green Tea. Let's try it out. Yeah, the sweeteners are very, very noticeable. So you've got the stevia and the monk fruit. Monk fruit has, I mean, both of those sweeteners have a very distinct flavor profile. The monk fruit has kind of I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. It overpowers the drink, especially with green tea. Green tea isn't quite as noticeable as black tea, but I don't get much tea in this. I just get a lot of the stevia and the monk fruit flavor. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just you definitely taste those two sweeteners. Yeah. I would describe monk fruit as the rind of a watermelon flavor. Yeah, something like that. And then, of course, the stevia is there as well. But I think even the monk fruit takes over compared to stevia with the flavor of it. There is a very slight bitterness from the tea, but it's overshadowed by the sweeteners. I don't even notice the citric acid. This is not a very acidic type of drink. Overall, I think it's fine, but it's a very distinct sweetened, stevia monk fruit sweetened drink. So if you like those two sweeteners and you like what they taste like, I think this is fine. You are getting some green tea in here, which is great. 45 milligrams of caffeine. So a little bit of a boost, I guess. I think it's fine. It's not something I would personally go out of my way to buy. Based on, I prefer just unsweetened green tea. So adding those two specific sweeteners, which I do prefer these sweeteners to sucralose, aspartame, the aspartame, potassium, whatever it's pronounced as. I do definitely prefer these sweeteners to those, but these ones do really take over drinks if they're not like designed properly. I think they could, in my opinion, I think they could tone down those sweeteners a lot and still have it kind of sweet tasting, but also let the green tea shine a little better and take prominence. But other than that, I think it's a nice drink. And yeah, if you like tea, but you don't really like tea, you don't want to taste much of the tea, but you do like sweet drinks, at least sweet tasting drinks, I think this could be an interesting option for you. Yeah. So that was the Swoon Green Tea. All right, next. Just gonna clear up my cup a little bit. So the next drink can not have green tea flavor in it. Or sweetener, you know what I mean. All right, this next one, I'm just gonna mix it a little bit, because I'll probably forget in the moment. Next up, ZyN, ZyN Tumeric Wellness. This is the Pomegranate Cranberry flavored one. So this is also 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. These are actually the same amount of drink, just different shape. And it says a bunch of marketing material on the turmeric stuff. Let's go over the nutrition facts. 6% juice, 15 calories for the can, 3 grams of total carbohydrates, 2 grams of total sugars. So this drink here, the Swoon, has 5 calories. This one has 15. But this has actual juice in it. And then it also has 91 milligrams of vitamin C, 11 milligrams of zinc. And then ingredients: purified water, organic apple juice concentrate. That's where the juice is coming from. It also has organic cranberry juice concentrate. So that combination equates to 6% juice. Natural flavors, which is pomegranate and raspberry flavors. ZyN blend, which is curcumin and piperine. Malic acid, fruit and vegetable juice for color. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid. GUAR gum, organic stevia leaf extract, and zinc citrate. So it has stevia for the sweetener. It's down towards the bottom of the list. Let's see. Settling and separation are natural, no artificial sweeteners, preservatives, colors, or flavors. Manufactured for the SUR Natural Health Brands LLC in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Other things to take note of. It says natural flavors, which, I complain about that because nutrition labels are not, they don't tell us what natural flavors means or artificial flavors, but this just says natural flavors. So that's the pomegranate and raspberry, but it does have actual apple juice and cranberry juice in here. It's at 6% total of the drink. So that's nice. And then it also has the malic acid, which is often used as like a flavor thing, but they can also use it to stabilize the drink, like citric acid, phosphoric acid, and vitamin C as well. They use those in green tea, the ascorbic acid, but all this one has is the malic acid. It's kind of got an apple flavor to it. Anyways, that is that. I'm going to show it on the screen so you can take a look for yourself. There's the brand. There's the marketing stuff. Tumeric Wellness. This is the Pomegranate Cranberry one, 12 foot ounce. And here's some of their marketing material. I'm not going to bother reading that. Those are things that they think are good situations, I guess, for the drink. Yeah, that's nice. And then we've got the juice mentioned on the top. Got our calorie count, total sugars. We got our 2 different vitamins. And our ingredients. Try to hold the can steady. Fair amount going on here with the ingredients list. Again, things to take note of: the stevia for the sweetener. Then they've got their turmeric blend or ZyN blend thing, curcumin and piperine. And that's going to be 200 milligrams for that combo, apparently. Non-GMO verified project. Project verified. All right. There's nothing exciting on the top. Let's pop this open. Try it out. Just definitely got color to it. Very, very colorful. Let's see. What does it say for the colors? Fruit and vegetable juice for color, but also it's got the turmeric blend and all that stuff going on. So definitely a lot of color to it. Looks like very thick grape juice. I mean, not grapefruit juice. Yeah, red grapefruit color. Again, this is the Pomegranate Cranberry ZyN. Pleasant smell. It's not super strong smelling. But yeah, anyways, let's try this out. Yeah, I'm getting a berry flavor. The apple juice is high on the list of ingredients, but I don't really taste much. Yeah. It's not as spicy as the other ones. At least the which one was it? I can't remember which one, but there was one that was very, I think maybe it was the ginger one. It's very spicy. I mean, ginger, yeah, that's why. But this one's more of a berry direction. It does have the cranberry and the apple juice, which as a mix, it almost tastes just like a generic berry flavor to me. I think it tastes very nice. The stevia isn't super noticeable as a sweetener. It's there, and you do get a little bit of the aftertaste of stevia. But I think with everything else going on, the combination of ingredients, I think it tastes pretty nice as whatever you would call this, you know. It's not a normal drink that we're used to, like a pop or something. So flavor wise, it to me it's just like a juice of some sort, but you know, you're getting a lot of other stuff in there as well. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pleasant tasting. All of these ZyN Tumerics taste really nice to me, but you do get a little bit of the stevia flavor. So if you really dislike stevia, this is not going to be the thing for you. But if you're okay with the flavor of stevia, which comparatively, this is much more noticeable as the sweeteners than this thing. This has more it has actual juice in it. It's got the berry flavored stuff going on, and of course the apple juice in here. It's to me, it's not the malic acid doesn't really. I don't really notice it. There's not really any sort of sour like. Let me see. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of sourness to it, so that malic acid probably, and then some of the juice, maybe. Yeah. Overall, I think it tastes nice. It's a very unique drink. They're not cheap by any means, but they're interesting. So if you like curcumin and piperine, uh, you are curious about it, that, and it's got a little bit of juice. It's got the stevia. Might as well check it out. I like them. Anyways, that was the ZyN Turmeric Wellness in the pomegranate cranberry flavor. Pretty nice. All right. That's it for today with the drink reviews. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated on Amazon. I do multi-streaming, so I'm on Amazon, Twitch, and YouTube. But yeah, besides drink reviews and things, I do technology videos, camera related equipment, general technology. Just recently I did a video or a stream on this little tripod. So it's a Lano tripod. You open the legs up and it's like a little desktop tripod. Anyways, I'm going to sign out. See you around. That one.